Okay, Bucnover episode 38 entering today. Daily overs 18, 19, and 3. Season win total stagnant 16 out of 65 after the sweep this weekend by St. Louis. Game 1, Pirates Rockies on a Monday night. Over under at 7.5. JT Brubaker, Chad Kuhl on the bumps. Monday night pitchers duel. We had some more runners in scoring position problems for the Pirates, but don't worry because the call-ups are coming. They are coming indeed, little by little. We'll get into that more on this episode of the Bucnover. And that was yesterday's episode. Bryce Wilson today down to AAA. Rowanzi gets the call up in his place. Newman went to the 60-day IL, and Yerry de Los Santos gets called up. So yes, some moves are being made. We called it yesterday after that horrible outing. Bryce Wilson needs to go to AAA and figure it out. He'll probably end up going to another team, resurrecting his career. Good for him. But for this year, this team, I think that's the last we've seen of him. We'll get more into that later as far as the starting rotation. But for tonight's game, Pirates were favored today. It makes you wonder who knew what, when, and where. No Chris Bryant for the Rockies, so that certainly helps. JT Brubaker looking to continue his string of solid starts. Let's get into the recap. Bottom of the first, Gamble walks, a wild pitch sends him to second, and Ke'Bryan Hayes doubles home Gamble 1-0. Reynolds walks, and then you have line out, fly out, line out. So you have a little momentum going, and we've seen this pretty much all season. When the Pirates do well in the first inning, they get a little momentum. They only score 1, maybe 2 runs, but they have bases just gushing with runners. Gushing's the wrong word. A lot of runners on base, and they just can't seem to have that final push, that final hit. They talked about on the broadcast, the Pirates, they don't have the home run hitters, so they need that extra hit, that third hit to get the people in. Didn't happen today. Top of the fourth, Grichuk grounds into a double play, which does score McMahon, and it ties at 1-1. Bottom of the fourth, Van Meter had a nice triple. Off the top of the wall, was about 2 inches short of a home run. And unfortunately, wish it would have been a home run because Castro walks and then Castro gets caught stealing. And then Sawinski pops out. So, guy on third with 1 out. He can't get a sac fly to get him home. But it's okay because in the bottom of the 8th, we have Ke'Bryan Hayes. Ke'Bryan Hayes singles. He steals his 5th on the year. Vogelback grounds out, which moves Hayes to third. And then Yoshi Tsutsugo beats out a ground ball and scores Hayes 2-1, which buys Yoshi another week. So we're into almost the beginning of July with Yoshi after that home run against the catcher. The top of the 9th, Bednar gives up a walk, but he does shut the door, gets the other 3 outs, gets the win because he came in the 8th to get the final out. So we raise the Jolly Roger. No Bucnover today. Like I said, it was a pitcher's duel. But the Pirates do get the win. We'll go up to 17, and we're marching on. One thing about this game, watching Rodolfo Castro play baseball, it's so, for me personally, refreshing. And, nothing against Josh Van Meter and Yoshi Tsutsugo, who are, I'm sure trying very hard, and I'm sure they want to win, and they want to do their best, but they're so vanilla, and it's so yawn. Watching Castro out there, a kid that got called up, so excited to play the game. Is he making every play? No, he had an error in the first inning. Is he hitting the cover off the ball? No, he's been slumping, but today had a nice double, and he's starting to turn it around a little bit. But you can tell the energy and the electricity he's bringing. He made a play in the 6th inning, I believe, where it was one of those pop-ups in the no man's land in left field. and you have three players converging, and Castro somehow got there, sprinted, got it, and then fist pumped in the air like he just made the final out of the World Series. And is it silly? Yes, it's very silly, but we have to remember that this is a kid's game, and you should be having fun playing it. And just to see him do that, and just, how excited he was, it's so nice. It's so refreshing. I enjoyed the heck out of it. He smacked a double, and then he was on third base, and they brought the infield in. They had a grounder to first. He went on first contact. He almost beat the play out, and he stood up and yelled safe. They reviewed it. He got tagged out by Whiskers. Was the right call, though. But it's just, it's energy plays. It's not, another ground ball out. Oh, another this and another that. The other thing from this game, on the hitting side, is Brian Hayes is worth every penny. I mean, is he perfect? No. I mean, he's going to make errors, make mistakes. It's impossible to go 3 for 3 every game. But he's consistent, and he's stable, and he's going to hit the ball over the field. He hits the ball hard almost every game. And a lot of the past couple of weeks, it's just been finding gloves, and today it didn't. And that's 3 for 3, stole a base, was the winning run. Awesome to see. You'd like to see him figure out a launch angle, maybe get a home run here or there, but that'll come. If he keeps hitting the ball as hard as he is, the home runs, he'll figure that out. And JT Brubaker, another solid start. Gets into the 7th inning on 85 pitches, 6 2/3, 5 hits. Didn't get tagged with that 1 run. 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. I mean, this is the baseball you want to see. A starter goes into the 7th. Will Crow comes in. David Bednar shuts it down. Game over. These are the kind of games the Pirates are going to have to win if they're going to win games. These close 2-1 games. I don't think they're blowing anybody out this year. I think a lot of people will agree with me. And the reason for that is they're runners in scoring position problem. 2 for 13 today. It's just, most of it is, I don't know what it is. I have no idea what it is. But if I was me, I might consider batting Reynolds leadoff. Flip Reynolds and Gamble. Reynolds, Hayes, Gamble. Maybe it's just something he sees people on base and he just tenses up. He says, I have to hit this. I have to get this ball. And he's just overthinking it. If you bat him leadoff, there's nobody on base. It's clean. It's just he can swing the bat free and clear. That's just my thoughts on it. Everyone on the team, though, left people on base, except for Brian. Everybody had some LOBs, except for Brian Hayes. He had a great game. But the rest of the team, the Callups are coming. This team is going to be so fun to watch once these young bucks arrive. Once you get Cruz up, Mason Martin, who's still tearing the cover off the ball. Mitchell, if he comes up. They just promoted a guy. Oh, crap, what's his name? I should have looked that up beforehand. I wasn't planning on talking about it, but they just promoted a guy, 9 home runs in the past, couple weeks, and just, that's, you can feel the excitement coming once, it's May 23rd. Hopefully this happens sooner rather than later, but you got to feel once the page turns to June and we get some of these call-ups happening, even if they're losing, at least you're watching people develop. You can see the future on the field. It's not hypothetically, well, he's in AAA working on stuff. You see it on the field. You can begin to understand this is your core going forward. So, something to look forward to. All right, daily overs, 18, 20, and 3. We're still slightly under 500. Season win total, though, we got up to 17 out of 65. Game 2 tomorrow, Pirates, Rockies. Kyle Freeland for the Rockies, 4.85 ERA, 34 strikeouts over 42 2/3 innings, a whip of 1.57. No starter for the Pirates, although I think it's going to be Rowanzi. I've seen things on Twitter, and Rowanzi might be the starter. And if he is, that's must-watch TV. Must-watch TV if you are interested in the future of the Pirates, to watch Rowanzi go out there and pitch. Because if he has a slider working, it's unhittable. And decided, little disclaimer, no longer making predictions. Everything I seem to say turns to crap, goes the opposite way, so no more predictions. I'll just say we'll be back tomorrow. Recap Game 2 on Bucnover. Enjoying the Bucnover content? Be sure to follow me over at Twitter at Bucnover, TikTok at the Bucnover, and on YouTube, the Bucnover, to follow along with your buckos all year long.